So in previous tutorials, I told you how we are going to create this project, which is basically e-library project. So this is our title page, and I will create here like welcome to e. So this is our name, or I can say this like this. Okay. So this is our basic name, and I'm going to create two things here, librarian login and another thing is admin login. So first create admin login. Admin login is very simple, as I told you. This is importing libraries. I will put here importing libraries for the library. A do post method is for do post things, and I'm going to add some things here like admin login form. So we are remaining with nav home. I will create one nav home. This is basically going to the navigation page again. So let me create one web page which is navigation home. It is very simple page. This I'm going to create. Let me delete this first, and I will add that nav home page. So this is my navigation home page. So once this is clicked in this, and it will go to this part. Nav admin is basically the first page of this home for going to index page again, add librarian and view librarian page and logout. So I have to create logout admin part also here. So let us see how we can create logout admin. So it should be in servlet. So let me mention that part also. Servlets dot. As you can, as you, if you know this is under servlet. Let me copy this and I will put this it again here. So now let me create logout admin part also. So let me control C this. This will should be this new logout admin. Click finish. Click finish. So this is my logout admin. I will do one thing. I will optimize these imports using star, then again using star here and using star here again. So no need to do this, no need to require this part also. This is okay. This process request and everything is required here. So this is nothing but okay. So this is my class and I am importing libraries. Now I am importing one another library which is basically java x.servlet dot annotations, basically because annotation is basically here is overriding annotation dot star dot slash. Okay, so now I am done with everything. So let me add one thing here, @web servlet. Inside this bracket, what I'm going to mention is here servlets dot name is logout admin. So I'm done with this. Now let me create one protected void. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use default thing here. So I don't want to waste time in this. I will explain this, but it is very easy part if you know this part. So it will do get HTTP request and response. It throws servlet exception and IO exception. That's it. So let me zoom this part. Okay, now I'm going to mention request dot get session. This get session dot invalidate. So what it will be do, it will be invalidate that session directly, as you can see, where it will be go the response send direct, redirect, basically send redirect, where it should be go index.html. So that's it for the logout part. Let me add here comments. Importing libraries and logout method for admin. So now we are done with logout method of admin. So now we required some more things, like we created nav admin and you can see add librarian, view librarian, logout. So we need to create some form methods also here. So this should be inside the servlet part only. So let me create here also. Let me write this. Now why this is important, I am mentioning the location of this. So once I'm done with this, I will explain you what is the significance of this. Okay. So for this purpose, if you see here, admin login, you can see there are different request.footer.html for the footer part. So this is footer HTML, nothing but it's ending of everything. Then nav home is basically the navigation home, which is similar to the index page. So you need to require this also. Navigation admin for admin part, and it is again HTML part only. As you can see, collapsion and everything, but it's showing index.html for this and all librarian part. Now we are done with admin login. So I'm mentioning admin login as default thing here. If you want to add some more admins here, you can add using else if part also. If you want to use, you can use switch case also methods here, but I'm considering only one part here. Then index.html for the index part. So let me open this again. Admin login. This is admin login, and just now we created logout admin part. So I'm done with this. Now let us see inside that part we need a admin librarian login form. So let me copy this part because I'm going to create new servlet. You cannot see the dialog box because it's another window while recording, but the thing is very similar. You need to choose servlet, you need to mention the class name, which is basically we copied name, that part, then add information to deployment descriptor, which is basically web xml. You have to check that mark and click the finish. Once this is done, I'm going to clear out this because we already gone through this. So let me use this part. So let me import one package, is basically package servlet, because we are accepting that servlet part. Then let me use this part again. So okay, I'm forgot to add servlet also there. Dot. Okay, now let me explain what is this. So if I create add librarian form, which add librarian form, this is basically tab, it should go to the this part, add librarian form dot html. Okay, understand? So it is very simple, it is just forwarding part. So let me create one HTML page for this admin login form. If not, it will go to the navigation admin panel and putting that part again. So new HTML page, I will use this and click finish. I'm creating new HTML page for this purpose. So let me use some default template here. This is basically admin login form. And that's it. So what is add librarian? It should be contain name, email address, password, and mobile number. So that's it we required here. Let me save this and let me save this. If you are not saving, you can see there is a black part also here. So this is admin login form. I will Again, I will optimize the imports because optimizing imports is very important here. If you want to describe all things, then it's no longer required, but I'm optimizing the imports and I will put here as importing library. So now we are done with admin login form. So this is done, but as you can see, this is admin login form and etc. thing. As you can see, there is one method is add librarian. So we need to create some add librarian method also to invoke that and put in the database, because we are going to use your database connection also. So in further part, I'm going to tell you how we can going to do. Always give full name for that purpose. As you can see, you can copy this from here also because it's in a servlet package. So copy this part and you can put here again. Let me save this. So now we are done. Let me run this project. First I will click here, clean and build. So in the output window, it will take time to clean and build everything. As you can see, in the libraries, we added some files. So let me add another jar folder also because we haven't added Java X jar. Let me add that Java X jar also. So now it's added and let me run this our Glassfish server. So it will take time and it will be deployed on your web itself, on your web browser through the Glassfish port. Sometimes it gives the error that build is failed. Then there should be error in Java or something that you have to rectify that error first, and then you have to deploy that part. So this is just we are doing with front end and we are fetching the data. But now what we are going to do, we are going to put that data inside the database. But before that, we need to create one user in the database, a different user. If you want to use default user, you can use, but I'm going to create another user for this. As you can see, build is failed. Now why build is failed? As you can see here, module has not been deployed. Okay, let us see what is different and why it is doing this. So as you can see in admin librarian form, we created everything, but there is something missing always. Let me check. Nav admin HTML is created. Admin login form is created. All things are created. Then what is the missing part here is basically we haven't deployed every part. Like you can see logout admin and view librarian servlet. This is not done yet. So we need to create this method also. So in the next part, I'm going to tell how we are going to create this part, view librarian and everything. So first, create one user, different user for this part. I'm going with default user, but if you want, you can create another user for database, and you have to execute some queries there because you need to execute that part and going to store that part inside the database. So in further videos, we are going to create each and every part here, and I'm going to show how we can execute this because we haven't mentioned some part here, like view librarian method is not declared. So in next part, I'm going to create view librarian method. Logout method we already created. So view librarian method will be created there and we are going with that part.